Mason Rare, Dawson Rare, Trevor Rare, Amy Salber, and Rick Salber. On deck is our viewer guild registered Madison Holtz and Eli Thielen.
You're okay, Bryce, right here. Vivian. No, I know. Watch your phone. That reminds me.
What do they use to guide the pig? I think that's funny.
I don't think there's anything that can be more fun and chaotic than a ring full of kids and hogs running around. I think it's really cool to see this many young people out for the Clover Bud Division. Let's put our hands together for them, please. hopefully you can stick with the program. I'm hearing lots of laughs and seeing lots of smiles, and so I think your future is bright in Morrison County for your home show. Again, congratulations to all the exhibitors. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you to all the Cloverbuds for coming out. Brayden Felbaum, Carly Felbaum, Cooper Fleischhopper, Beckett Garrett, Heston Garrett, Mason Rare, Dawson Rare, Trevor Rare, Delaney Solberg, and Rick Solberg. In the ring now, we need our breeding February gilt registered, Madison Holtz and Eli Thielen. And on deck is our February gilt commercial, breeding Megan Felbaum and Paige Felbaum.
Steven, how many Cloverbuds are there?
Oh, that one stays back here.
Okay, we're going to start reading some of our Blue Ribbon auction sponsors. We have Equipment Garage, Allison Wine Insurance, Aldridge Sand and Gravel, American Food Group, Automax Sales and Service, Bayer Interior Woods, BH Cattle, Blue Line Moving, BMP, and Breezy Pastures.
And the big show now. No, I don't need to. I'm watching the show. You're fine. If there was anybody watching on the live stream, they had to be laughing. Yeah, oh God, right now. Smash the key out. Best, I'm saying, I'm only because you didn't want to rate this better than your daughter. Let's get real here. And then when one started running, they all started going.
We got two blue ribbon hogs here in this class. Young lady Durock's going to be second. The one that I think is ultra pulled apart, big chested, bold body, stout hip. One that struggles maybe just to get out and catch a gear and drive across the ring. At times maybe looks like she gets to be a little bit unstable in her hawk and tossing it around. But really I think a quality hog from the front 2/3 of that one. Really like a lot of things about. And that's where it's close because the young man's Yorkshire that came in, the front third of that was extremely good in terms of the extension. She's up-headed, she's level design, and the one that's just real attractive up through her front third, feminine in her type and kind. Maybe if I'm going to pick on that one, she maybe gets a little bit frailer and her bonework narrows to the surface on her rear foot. The one that I think she liked a lot of things about in terms of design and quality.
February registered guild, Eli Thielen in first, Madison Holtz in second. In the ring now we need February commercial guild, Megan Feldbaum and Paige Feldbaum. On deck is January registered guild, Grayson Nez, Madison Holtz, Landon Krebs, and Eli Thielen.
You ever say I want to go through? Thank you.
Got a couple of blue ribbon gills out here. I'm going to go ahead and lead off with the black gills to win this class. I think both are kind of similar in their type and kind in terms of being sound structured, a long and lean kind of main gills. For me, the black gills just got more added dimension and softness back to her rear rib and flank there. Just gives me a more maternal look. Like I said, the blue bug gills all feel crisp and expressive in her muscle shape down to her top. We just like to pull her down, soften up in her flank to run up higher today.
February commercial guild, Paige Feldbaum in first, Megan Feldbaum in second. In the ring now we need January registered guild, Grayson Nez, Madison Holtz, and Eli Thielen. And on deck we have January commercial guild, Megan Feldbaum, Paige Feldbaum, Madison Holtz, Cameron Schlosser, Colby Schlosser, and Cora Schlosser.
Okay, you're all one.
Now, like,
I'm gonna go ahead and lead off with this Duroc Gilt in this class. I think she just got the most width, the most mass, and dimension. I still think she motors around the ring plenty fine for me. Where the trade-off comes, maybe she's a little bit lower fronted and down-headed, and that's where the young lady's Berkshire Gilt that comes in second maybe has that advantage in terms of being a little bit taller shoulder, a little bit more attractive through the front third. I just don't think that one matches with enough near enough mass and substance when you take them down to the surface. The gilt that comes in third, I like a lot of things about this gilt. I like her muscle shape. I like her depth of body. Where I maybe tweak her is make her pulse hard at the ground, give her a little bit more foot size, a little bit more bone. Gets a little bit pinched right behind her shoulder and in her hip joint junction. So I like a lot of pieces about that female. Breeds high quality. Congratulations to these exhibitors.
January registered gilt in first was Madison Holtz, and second, Grace Lemez, third, Eli Thielen. In the ring now, meaning January commercial gilt, Madison Holtz, Cameron Schlosser, Colby Schlosser, and Cora Schlosser. On deck, we need our champion, or our overall breeding gilt, so we'll need Eli Thielen with the February registered gilt, Paige Spellbaum with a February commercial gilt, Madison Holtz with the January registered gilt.
Here's out.
We're going to start off the class with the young man's blue heels over here. I think both these hogs can maybe be tweaked a little bit on their rear skeleton and just make them a little bit more secure and a little bit more flexible. But ahead of that, I like a lot of things about this female. I think she's crisp in her muscle shape down her top. I think she's attractive and extended ahead of her plate. Really kind of gives you some good show pig look. The gilt that comes in second, you really like her width, her overall body, and her mass that she has. Oh, with that, she maybe just gets a little bit lower front end, a little bit rounder on behind her end. But two nice gilts in this class. Let me give the exhibitors a round of applause, please.
January commercial gilt, Colby Schlosser in first, Cora Schlosser in second. In the ring now, we need overalls. We need Eli Thielen with the February registered gilt, Paige Felbaum with the February commercial gilt, Madison Holtz with January registered gilt, Colby Schlosser with the January commercial gilt.
Not only do we have some different colors out here, but we've got hogs that are different in their type and kind and certainly different in size. But when you kind of set each one apart and study them as individuals, they have some differences in good that can come to the top. And for me, I'm just a little bit more partial to the ones that are a little extended up head of their blade, a little bit taller fronted, more attractive, and it still maintains some squareness. When I talk about their chest floor and when you watch them go away from their hips to their hocks to the ground and kind of stay within themselves and not get too outside themselves and throwing their legs around. So I'm going to go ahead and select the gilt that suits me best today for champion, and then we'll pull in seconds in class for contention for reserve.
Medium breeding gilt was Eli Thielen with his February registered gilt, and reserve champion was Madison Holtz with their February registered gilt. In the ring now, we need our lightweight market gilts: Megan Falvon, Paige Falvon, Madison Holtz, Landon Krebs, Bryce Rare, Corey Schlosser, Cora Schlosser, and Eli Thielen.
Yes, they said his name. Got it, brother. Got fast hands.
A nice class of hogs out here. The young man's belt at hogs going to go ahead and win this one pretty handily in my mind. Really a high quality individual, proportions well, fresh in terms of his shape, highly presented. Young lady brings us another nicely presented hog that comes in nice and a wide belted gill. Really opened up, powerful to make. Maybe just gives up some of that up head and this front end extension that we see in that class winner. But I still think one that's plenty adequate in terms of power to go ahead and come in second. I think the bottle's got trade-offs. I'm going with the Blue Hawk, saying that that one's got more shape and expression, more skeletal width. So I acknowledge the Berkshire Gearing gilt is more flexible when you study him going across the ring. Maybe maintains that squareness better from top to ground, but with that, the one just closes up and it's too much for me at the ground. Just like the bust and their open power up a little bit to move up higher today. Then 4 high-quality hogs, all those off the bottom.
The lightweight market gilts: Bryce Rare in first, Madison Holtz in second, Eli Thielen in third, Dylan Krebs in fourth. For our heavyweight market gilts, we need Megan Falvon, Paige Falvon, Madison Holtz, Landon Krebs, Isaac Rare, Colby Schlosser, Cora Schlosser, and Eli Thielen. And then on deck is the champion market gilt.
Blue gilt down here is going to go ahead and win this one. Really like the balance of this female. I love how fresh she is in her shape. She got tons of body from me. Really, that's the difference that really separates her from the gilt second. The gilt second's no slouch. She just comes up a little bit shallower body, hollow through her flank there. Like to just blow that one up in her center body because that one too is up-headed, level design. I think she's plenty sound enough for me as she gets about the ring. Just kind of gets outmassed for that high-quality class winner. Red gilt that comes in second is growthy and production-oriented as any of them out here. One that's got some added frame size. And with that, maybe it just doesn't couple with as much stoutness in terms of skeleton and bone work, not as much balance from the profile, but really still a fundamentally high-quality market hog. Congratulations, those exhibitors.
On the heavyweight market gilt, we have Isaac Rarick in first, Landon Krebs in second, and Paige Selbaum in third. In the ring now, we need the champion market gilt. We need Isaac Rarick with his heavyweight and Bryce Rarick with his lightweight. Some more 2024 Blue Ribbon auction sponsors: Carrie's Cans, Celebrations Bridal, Central Soda, Central Marble Products, Central McGowan, Compier Financial, Custom Printing, DMS Machine, Eco Construction, Elmdale Creamery Association, Falls Court Dentist, Farmers and Merchants State Bank, Flowers from the Heart, Freeport Veterinary Services, Froggy Signs, Hartman's, Pine Milling Co., Hoffman Farms, Home Pond Egg Sales.
And we certainly haven't had numbers in the Market Guild show out here, but we've got quality out here for sure in these two high quality hogs in terms of how they're designed and put together. But then they're also highly presented with skin and hair. The young exhibitors have done a great job of getting these hogs driven out here and presented for today's show. The difference between those two hogs, I think, is pretty minute on the surface, but when you get in and start breaking them down, the black hog maybe just a nickel shorter up front, one that's maybe shorter and rounder, steeper out of her hip in relation to the blue hog. And that to me is just the difference. I think the blue hog's the taller shoulder, more extended ahead of her blade type of gilt that's a little bit leveler, looser out of her hip and rear wheels. And so to me, I think those are two high quality hogs that you get nitpicky. The blue hog will be your champion today. The black one will be reserved. Congratulations.
Champion Market Guild is Isaac Ware with his heavyweight, and reserve champion is Bryce Ware with his lightweight. In the ring now, we need our Market Barrow registered lightweights, Grace Inez, weighing 194.6, Landon Krebs weighing 167.4, Paisley Robinson weighing 146.1, Eli Thielen weighing 121.6. On deck is the registered heavyweights, Madison Hurts, Landon Krebs, Paisley Robinson, and Eli Thielen. Everyone who is going to the full age blue ribbon auction needs to find Becky and sign up which animal they are taking to the auction.
There's a lot of give and take in this class. I'm going to go ahead and side with the Berkshire to go ahead and win. To me, I think he puts the most complete pieces together. I like how he's tall shoulder, level design. I still think he's the square build one probably out here from the ground up. Barrel that still looks pretty useful in terms of his condition that he's in. The young man's red hog in front of me is going to be in second. I like the pieces of this. I think the hog's extended ahead of his blade. I think he's big in terms of his bone work. If we keep his back end, his wheels together, definitely his better days are ahead of him. To me, he just looks a little bit immature out here today. Not as much body there, and the hog is just not as dimensional in terms of shape. Now, the barrel that runs out the cross is certainly probably the biggest, growthiest one in here. I like how tall shouldered he is. He's a long kind of scaled hog. Maybe just doesn't mass that up with as much power on bone as some of the other hogs in class, but still fundamentally like a lot of things about that one.
That was the registered lightweight market barrels. Landon Krebs in first, Eli Thielen in second, Paisley Robinson in third. In the ring now, we need a registered heavyweight market barrel, Grayson S., Madison Holtz, Landon Krebs, Paisley Robinson, and Eli Thielen. On deck is our commercial lightweights. Megan Felbaum, Paige Felbaum, Madison Holt, Bryce Barrett, Isaac Barrett, Colby Schlosser, Cora Schlosser. Continuing with our auction sponsors, we have Jordan Hansel, State Farm Insurance, Campbell Brady and Associates, Coquette Family Farm,
If Landon gets doubled up, can you show a pig?
Lake County Vet,
He
Lean
might
River
get doubled
Egg,
up here. And then
Minton
he'll
Tea, Horse and Cattle, LeBlanc Limousine, Lickey Veterinary Service, Little Falls Granite Works, LJ Comfort Home Care LLC, Long Prairie Livestock, M&M Ranch, Maddie's Show Pigs, Magnify Financial, Marshak Insurance, Mickelson Farms and Cattle, Midwest Machinery, Morrison Crow Wing County Corn Growers Association.
Man's White Barrow ahead of me is going to go ahead and win this class. And that one just gives me the best showcase look out here. One that's highly presented, crisp in terms of muscle shape. I like the extension ahead of the blade in that one. I'm gonna go ahead and sign with the Berkshire to come in second. I think that one's still pretty fresh in terms of his presentation. I like that he's kind of a longer scale hog. It's got some turn down through his hip and hand there. And then we're gonna go with the spot barrow there in third. One that I think is plenty practical in terms of body shape. Just maybe reads a little bit plainer and softer, and his muscle shape down in his top. Not as pulled apart when you get right in behind him. We round out the class with the other white hog here. Simply kind of gets out-powered, now massed out here. Certainly like the flexibility of that one. Just like to give it a little bit more muscle.
Registered heavyweight market barrel. Landon Krebs was in first. Grayson S was second. Paisley Robinson in third. And Eli Taylor in fourth. In the ring now, we need some commercial lightweight market barrels. Megan Feldbaum, Paige Talon, Madison Holtz, Bryce Baird, Isaac Baird, Colby Schlosser, and Cora Schlosser.
Let's see him run smart. Come on. Pretty smart catch him.
Continuing with the auction sponsors, we have Nashville Marble, Nelson Insurance Agency, Northrop King, Capes Moving, Pierce Co-op, Pine Country Bank, Ponce Farm, R.L. Larson Excavating Incorporated, Rainbow Acres Dairy LLC, Rock Cut Insurance Center, Rice Creek Acres, Rice Creek Hunting and Recreation, Ridge Prairie Livestock, RJ Meats, RP and Associates, RW Exteriors.
We got a really nice pair of barrows up top, but the Belta Hog's going to go ahead and win. And that one's the most pulled apart, the most genuine. When you study him front to rear, really love how expansive he is coming out the backside of his shoulder. And with being the most pulled apart, I still think he's probably the nicest balanced down and structured one out here. Black Hog that comes in second, I still label him high quality. I think that's a big-footed barrel, really stout about his stall, fresh in his shape. just runs into a real tough class winner. As we move to the third, the other black hip hog over here, I love the muscle shape this guy has, really crisp and fresh. Just wish he came with a little bit softer look, one that maybe stouting him up in terms of his bone work. On the bottom pair is close, I think, depending on where you lay your preference. I ended up siding with predominantly white hog just with size and scale and overall mass and feedability. And I think the one just maybe gets out here mobile's a little bit more functional. Now, if you're after bone and overall power, you may side with this calico hog. He's as big in his forearm, stout in his rear leg, in relation to his frame size as any in here. I think we just like to clean him up back through his rear flank there. Maybe see him go with a little bit more comfort and ease out of his rear to grab here and flex out here on the chips. I think some differences top to the bottom with that quality here up top.
Commercial lightweight. Isaac Rarick in first, Bryce Rarick in second, Colby Schlosser in third, Megan Feldbaum in fourth, and Madison Holtz in fifth. In the ring now, we need commercial heavyweight. Megan Feldbaum, Paige Feldbaum, Madison Holtz, Colby Schlosser, and Cora Schlosser. Zach, can you come over here for a second? The 2024 Swine Rate of Gain champion was Isaac Rarick, gaining 1.992 pounds a day. And the reserve champion was a tie between Paige Feldbaum and Megan Feldbaum, both gaining 1.978. I'm going to keep the two hogs the same year matchup here together.
I'm gonna give the nod to the blue hog over the black one. I think that one just got a shot more muscle all the way from end to end. Now I think the blue hog or the black one, just like our class winners, later maturing, kind of an extended long body type of hog, and that's what's gonna sort her into second. Hog that comes in third, I think maybe is arguably stouter in her hip. But for me, I think that barrel, when you get him out here, just gets to be a little bit lower front end, a little bit rounder off either end. I like to see him just a little bit fresher in terms of his shape right behind the shoulder. But certainly love the hip and the dimension when you watch that hog going away. Congratulations to those exhibitors.
The commercial heavyweight marked barrel, Megan Feldbaum in first, Paige Feldbaum in second, and Cora Schlosser in third. We're going to go into our champion barrel now. We need Landon Krebs with his registered lightweight, Landon Krebs with his registered heavyweight, Isaac Rarick with his commercial lightweight, and Megan Feldbaum with her commercial heavyweight. On deck is the senior showmanship, and after showmanship is completed, we're going to do state fair lineup out of the pens.
Let's put our hands together for the class winners out here. I won't go through and describe the hogs again since we've already done that once, and I won't waste any more time. There's a hog out here that's just kind of in a league of his own and wins this deal pretty easy. That'll be the belt of barrel. Congratulations.
Champion barrel is Isaac Rare with his lightweight commercial barrel, and reserve champion is Bryce Rare with his lightweight commercial barrel as well. In the ring now, we need senior showmanship, Megan Feldbaum, Paige Feldbaum, Madison Holtz, Landon Krebs, Colby Schlosser, and Eli Thielen. Continuing auction sponsors, we have Schubert Auction, Siemens Sparkling M's, St. Rosa Lumber Incorporated, Sunrise Egg, Swanville Produce, Swine Services Unlimited, Tri-County Stockyards, Upper Midwest Pumping.
Got the showmanship out here for the senior division. And I think we got a lot of individuals that do a lot of things right. For me, a couple that sort of, I think they're always trying to get in the right spot, give me the different looks of their hogs. I think it all starts at home in terms of driving and training those hogs, getting skin and hair right. So when you come to the fair, it's just automatic, another day of walk in the park. And so I think there's a couple individuals that sorted up today, not only in the showmanship drive, but as the day went on previously, showing hogs and how they're bringing them to me. I'll go show you the two that I like best today in the senior division. Let's give them a round of applause, please.
Champion senior showman is Lindgren, reserve champion is Eli Teal. In the ring now, we'll need intermediate showman Bryce Rare, Isaac Rare, and Forrest Lawson.
great, Dylan.
Oh, so great.
Two more. That is awesome.
Unfortunately, the Hogs not maybe cooperating the best. The young lady over there, so she's gonna end up third today in a tough class. And these two gentlemen out here battling for champion and reserve. Let's put our hands together for them, please. I think they're doing a great job. Both of them are fighting hard and working good, and they're doing the little things right. Getting their hogs at me at different looks, coming and going, and kind of keeping control of their hogs and driving them where they want them to go. Kind of just subtle differences for me in terms of their style. Maybe one's a nickel more intense, and I think my champion's just also at times a step behind when he needs to be a step behind, or a step ahead when he needs to be ahead, or turns them just right at the right time and not let them get too far into the corners. Go select your champion and your reserve. Great battle up top between these two individuals. Let's give all of them a round of applause, please.
Intermediate champion showmanship, Isaac Rare, and reserve champion is Bryce Rare. We need the junior showmanship in the ring now, Grayson Ness and Paisley Robinson.
Before we conclude the live portion of the show here, I'm fortunate to judge the beat this morning, and I need to would be remiss if I didn't thank the show staff here, everyone at the booth up there and behind the scenes that have put things together. Let's put our hands together for them, please. Both the beef show and the hog show, we gotta thank our ring help volunteers. That's a big job that either makes it or breaks it for me out here judging. If I've got to be helping kids and livestock get in and out of the ring, it makes it a lot harder for me to judge. And so really thank the ring help. Let's put our hands together for them today, please. I always think it's fun to see these young kids out here, especially when they're smiling. You can talk to them, and it seems like they're passionate about what they're doing. Got a couple set of twins at home that are 4 years old, and they're biting at the bit to get in the show ring. That would help some families out. So really look forward to this stage of the game when we get there. And it's encouraging to see these young people out here having fun and smiling. So let's put our hands together for them. I'll get you a champion in reserve. Thanks for having me today.
Grand champion junior showmanship was Grayson Nez, and reserve champion was Paisley Robinson.